This is Ellen Clark, CEO and founder of Control Corrective Skincare Systems. This is a demonstration of our Beta Clear facial. Our strongest anti-acne facial doubles up on the exfoliation to rid skin of both acne and sun damage, including age spots, wrinkles, uneven texture. Following advanced enzyme technology with active salicylic acid, this facial takes surface exfoliation to a new level. Sticky, hardened pore-clogging oils, debris, and bacteria are swept away as unwanted pigment and textural irregularities are literally smoothed off the skin. Emptied of impurities, pores become more responsive to the healing and smoothing mask and serums to follow. Ideal for those with adult acne who are also concerned with aging. With the Beta Clear facial, we cleanse the skin with a gentle facial wash, which we've already done, and then we follow that with the balancing tonic. Balancing tonic hydrates, removes any extra makeup. We've also removed her eye makeup with the soothing chamomile eye makeup remover. We're going to get her skin ready to incorporate and steam her skin with the natural biological enzyme. You're going to mix your Zyme peel, activator, and powder together, and you're going to create a creamy paste. As you can see here, it's a little bit drippy. It doesn't have to be real thin, but you don't want it to be too thick because then you're wasting too much powder. So you want a nice creamy paste. It has a very nice natural scent. It's almost unscented. And we're going to steam it on the skin for 7 to 10 minutes. What I like to do once the steam comes on is kind of warm up my enzyme under the steam, and then you're going to want to test it on your own arm to make sure it's not too hot, so that when you're first applying it, it feels really nice and warm going on the client's skin. You can make eye pads out of the soothing chamomile eye makeup remover if the client is not claustrophobic and they're okay with eye pads. I always ask them because you never know. With this treatment, we're actually doing a double exfoliation. So we're going to be doing an enzyme treatment, and then we're going to be following it with a salicylic acid peel using our Beta Peel 22%. This client has a little bit of breakouts. She's also got some hyperpigmentation, and she tends to be on the oily side. She's a perfect candidate for this treatment. You can do this treatment on younger skin and more mature acne. I prefer it for clients that are not real sensitive because the salicylic acid is a vasodilator and it could stimulate circulation. So sometimes people get a little bit pink with it, and if they already have ruddy, reddish skin, you're going to have to work to really calm that down at the end of the facial. Okay, our steam is coming out, and I want to warm the steam, warm the enzyme a little bit. Again, test it on my arm, make sure it's not too warm. Make sure the steam is comfortable, that the client can relax and breathe comfortably. And then we're going to brush our enzyme mixture on the face. This is going to steam 7 to 10 minutes, and it's going to digest the dead skin cells. It's going to help to loosen up hyperpigmentation. You may not know this, but the vast majority of hyperpigmentation that people have is in the top epidermal layers. That's why TCA peels, Gesner peels, all AHA peels, all remarkably lighten pigmentation. The degree varies, but it really does help because it's removing all that top epidermal hyperpigmentation. So this is going to soften the skin, prepare the skin for extractions. I think there's nothing better than an enzyme for an oily skin client because it really helps to digest, again, that dead skin, keratinized skin cells. After about 7 minutes of steaming the enzyme mixture on the skin, you can opt to use a rotary brush around the face, either with or without the steam on. If you have a Clarisonic, you can use it at that time, or you can just, after the 7 to 10 minutes, remove the enzyme and continue with your extractions. We're now going to remove the enzyme. It's steamed on the skin. Use a nice warm towel. It removes very easily. If you don't use towels, you can use 4x4 cotton squares. I just like the towel. I think it feels great. But I use sponges too. This treatment that we're doing today is for non-sensitive skin, and that's very important that you're using it on non-sensitive skin, because we're going to do the enzyme, which is exfoliating, and we have the steam, and now we're going to do a beta peel 22%, which is a salicylic acid 22% peel. If somebody is really sensitive, that may be too stimulating for them. You can always patch test a client or try it on a part of their face before, maybe on the prior visit, before you do this combo treatment. But in my experience, I have found there is a lot of people that build up almost like a tolerance to treatments, and they have chronic cystic acne, thick oily skin, and nothing works because they really do need the enzymes to soften everything up and then the salicylic acid to really exfoliate. So what we're going to do next is I'm going to apply the salicylic beta peel 22%. It's going to stay on the face 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to remove it, much like you would do a glycolic peel. So the beta peel 22% is creamy. It kind of smells like coconut. Clients like the way it smells. You don't need to use a lot. Again, maybe a half teaspoon. Our products, a little bit goes a long way, and if you put too much on, you're just wasting it. The client doesn't get a deeper peel. You will also want to have a fan nearby. I'm going to apply it. I have my timer set, and then I'm going to hold the fan on her skin, and some people will get real stingy in the beginning and then it'll go down. Other people, it's kind of a gradual sting. So we'll just see with this client how it feels to her. I tend to avoid sensitive areas, like if she's got the nasolabial fold area, if she's real sensitive, if she has allergies. With salicylic acid, you're not going to use any kind of salicylic acid peel on women that are pregnant or nursing. Or are allergic to aspirin, because salicylic acid is a salicylate, and it is similar to, aspirin. So you want to keep that in mind, and when you do your client intake, review that with them. You start your timer when you first start applying it, much like glycolic. We've set our timer, and now I'm going to get the fan and just hold it here for the short duration. You always want to check with your client on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being real stingy. How does it feel? How does it feel to you?
Like a 3.
A 3, okay, perfect. Salicylic acid has been credited with reducing fine lines and wrinkles and dark spots. I mean, some people prefer it to glycolic. I think you just have to try different clients with different things. Some people do great with acne with glycolic, but I like to have salicylic as an option because it really is lipophilic, goes down the pore, and it peels below the surface of the skin, and that's something glycolic doesn't do. So it's good to have a variety in your back bar of different exfoliators. Now that we've left this on 2 minutes, I'm going to turn my fan off, and with my water and baking soda mixture, or if you just use water, you're going to remove your product. Many people really like adding about a tablespoon of baking soda, as you know, to their water because it brings the pH up quicker. Water will also neutralize the product, maybe not quite as fast, but our products have a 3.0 pH on most of our AHAs or BHA, so it is not going to peel or irritate the skin. We don't experience hot spots or irritation from our peels typically. The client feels the tingle and they get the result, but we don't want to risk them getting irritated or burnt because so many of these clients are doing so many treatments that you want to be able to progressively improve their skin and have them maintain it. If you're using very low pH products all the time, I mean, we make a Jesner and a TCA with a low pH, but that's something I might do quarterly or on occasion. But for the month to month, the salicylic beta peel is fantastic. And not only is this great for adult acne and clients with pigmentation, but salicylic acid reduces fine lines and wrinkles. So your client's getting the best of everything. And as you know, most of our clients present with so many different things going on with their face. It's not just one thing. So after you remove the beta peel 22%, you're going to use your balancing tonic. The balancing tonic really soothes the skin after the peel. Most clients will tell you the face just feels like, that feels so great. And it brings down any of that prickly kind of feel from the acid that you had just put on prior. You want to make sure the client feels no stinging, itching, anything anywhere. Do you feel any tingle? Good. Perfect. And at this point, you're ready to perform your extractions and high frequency. After your extractions, you want to put on something that's really going to soothe. We have Calming Balm, which is a 1% hydrocortisone gel with vitamin E and shea butter, and it's very light and non-comedogenic. So I'm going to put some of that on her face before we do the massage. What you can also do with Calming Balm is you can put the Calming Balm on and put some gauze on and do your high frequency over it. Just this extra little step really calms if you've done a lot of extraction work. And usually if you're doing this treatment, you really have somebody with grade 2 or 3 acne. This is a great take-home product for clients that are inflamed, because with inflamed acne, you're always trying to calm down the inflammation so they don't get the scarring. After the Calming Balm is applied and you kind of massage it in, we're going to apply our mask. And we have 2 masks that are great for dehydrated and or oily skin. We have the Sulfur Calming Mask, which has 10% sulfur, eucalyptus, and clays, and it really helps calm and dry and heal blemishes. And then we have the Balancing Thermogel Mask that's an aloe-based gel mask that hydrates, because again, acne-prone people tend to get real dehydrated with all their acne products. So there's several ways you can do it. You can use just the sulfur mask on the whole face, or just the Balancing Thermogel, or you can put the sulfur mask directly on blemishes and then the Balancing Thermogel mask on the rest of the face, which I will demonstrate. Or you can mix the 2 masks together to create a creamy paste. I'm just going to take a little bit of the sulfur mask in my fingers. It's real creamy, so it feels good when you apply it this way. And when the client has a few blemishes, you can just put it on those areas. She's not very broken out. If she was really broken out, let's say on the whole forehead, I would definitely put it on that whole area. And if someone's real oily in the T-zone or on the nose, or you did a lot of extractions in this area, for sure put it here. And then I'm going to put the Balancing Thermogel mask on the rest of the face. The Balancing Thermogel mask feels cool when it goes on. So it's very soothing, cooling. You actually can massage with it if you ever do want something to massage with that's oil-free and more of a gel. What I like about this mask too, even on someone acne prone, is I can actually put this right on the eyelids. You know, it's good for dehydration of all kinds. And we'll let this stay on the skin for about 7 to 10 minutes. Now with acne prone skin, massaging is always optional. We have the Hydrocalm massage oil, which is a hydrodispersible oil that we incorporate into this treatment. obviously, if you've just done a lot of extractions, you're not going to be doing a lot of facial massage. But on the contrary, let's say the client has cleared up, or you're using this treatment for just a good exfoliation treatment, then you want to use this massage oil on the whole face, the décolleté, the shoulders. A little bit goes a long way. And this is a wheat germ-based oil with some vitamin E. It's hydrospersible, so there's a lot of benefits to this oil. And what I can do now is I could just start to do a shoulder and neck massage while her facial mask is on, and then once I remove her facial mask, just do a little bit of facial massage just to give her a sense of relaxation and pampering. Now we're going to remove the mask. You can use a cool towel if the client's face is warm from the extractions, or a warm towel. You just don't want it to be too hot. The mask comes off real easy. And now I'm going to add a few drops of the hydrocolloid oil and do a light massage before we finish our treatment. Because this is a video, we're not going to have time to show you the whole facial massage, but as you can see, there's a lot of slip to this massage product. As I said earlier, it's hydrospersible, which means when you apply it to a damp skin, it actually helps disperse the oil so that the oil and water almost work together, which is very helpful for dehydrated skin. Once the client has had a lovely massage and she's really relaxed, I'm going to tissue off excess hydrocolloid oil, and now I'm going to apply a little bit of the Crystal C serum, which contains 15% vitamin C. It really, again, is to reinforce the hydration. It's antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. And acne, many types of acne are inflammatory. We want the client to just feel super hydrated. So we're going to apply that. We're going to put some collagen eye defense on the eye area. The collagen eye defense is not greasy, it's very light. So it just should absorb easily. And the last step of this treatment is an application of the Aroma Matte Day Cream SPF 30. That's important, particularly since we did a salicylic peel and an enzyme. So if the client's going out in the sun, you definitely want to use the Aroma Matte. It's an oil-free sunscreen. It's a zinc-based sunscreen, non-comedogenic, smells great, and it's a great way to finish the facial. You can always modify if you feel like it's too much product on their skin because they're really oily. Just adapt it, but at least you have all the tools you need for all the different skin types that you're going to encounter.